Yo, I don't even know where to begin. Yo, this show, oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. Seeing Holly again, I'm like, yo, the homegirl, what happened? Like, you seen her again, and that's when Tommy was just like, Holly, oh my God, the baby. And she was just telling him, like, nah, like, you can't be with her. You can't have both. And I really do like how she, like, Tommy's ghost. Like, these are his hallucination that he's seeing, like, and it's all women because and it makes sense because it's like the women that he's been with, he failed, right? And I do wonder if we would actually see um Angela. I do wonder, like, will we actually see Angela? Like, technically he killed her, so I wonder will she actually appear as a ghost for him, like, well, all of the things that you kind of did, right? And I do like the fact that it's just like it's ghosts, like it's female women that's coming after Tommy or giving him warnings or messages like you can't have certain things or you can't be this way. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. And man, yo, I was saying all this shit about, I forgot her damn name. I was saying all this shit about Shanti, right? And I was like, nah, man, like the way she's moving, she backed the wrong guy. She's really like, yo, I'm telling you, when it comes down to like some of these women, y'all gotta be really wary about them because the way she was talking at the end about like, oh, getting Jenard back in shape and getting Jenard's head straight, I was like, all right, all right. But then Jenard genuinely felt like he was back with CBI. Like he feels like no, he's back with CBI and Diamond. And it didn't seem like he was down with the plan, like the way she was like talking, like, "Oh, build up CBI and then kill Tommy," and he was just like, he's going along with it. But I just feel like he doesn't want to do any of that, and it's like it's snakes everywhere because Vic doesn't want to take down Tommy because Tommy basically tried to warn him about the whole, Walter situation back in season 1, and he genuinely tried to save them, but Vic wasn't listening at the time, so he doesn't want to take down Tommy. And it seems like Jenard genuinely maybe wants to come back, but I don't know. I get the feeling that it might probably be like Claudia and Shanti. If Claudia doesn't die, and if Shanti doesn't die, I think that it might be Shanti and Claudia actually probably like working together going forward, maybe like towards like season 3. They probably might like work together because when she brought up like the whole pills thing and this whole private strip club area that they was at, I think that they probably might do something there. As we've seen that, when Diamond was talking to Shanti, and it was just like, okay, to confirm that, yeah, she did have territories, and the deal was for her to get on Jenard to like get him off the drugs and to get his mind straight, and the territories is basically diamonds, and then she gets more territory for herself as well. So I'm like, all right, all right, but it's just like a lot of things that's just going everywhere. And then I was gonna say like a funny joke about Merkovich because Merkovich Berkovich was like, "You a damn pirate! You a pirate!" But, like, it was just funny. Like the picture of him at the table with Tommy, like, "This shit ain't fair. It's fucking mine. You taking everything." And Tommy's just like, "Listen, Walter's dead. You stay away from the territories, right? That shit's ours." Merkovich was like, "All right." All right, he want to play that shit. Next day, just came after the territories, just bombed up everything. And I was kind of wondering, like, when is Merkovich actually gonna retaliate? Because he's just been sitting there chilling like this entire season, not really reacting on anything. Like we see Miguel do some stuff, and I was just like, all right. And then we haven't seen Merkovich do anything. So I'm like, okay, okay. Merkovich done something. So he's retaliated. So he just said, listen, if I can't have the projects, nobody getting them shits. So I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Smart move, right? Smart move. So just going to be waiting on to see what Tommy's retaliation going to be on Merkovich because it's just, it's just been like a lot of things that was going on. And we see more about like Miguel's weaknesses that he does need the insulin shot and weakness despite him and Maria having like that whole incident about him breaking up her ex-boyfriend's fingers and shit, and he was just like, listen, your job is to help me out, your job is meaningless. I was like, damn, like you just flat out try to kill us for his whole career, like your life and your shit is meaningless, you only serve me. I'm like, damn. But I mean, Maria, she got the hots for Tommy. I mean, they finally did the duel. She finally got things are starting to work. Well, not work out because she's, invested into Tommy, but she's also scared of losing Tommy to Miguel. But we all know Tommy. He ain't gonna go down like that. It's gonna be the opposite where it might be Miguel that actually might, take a bullet or something might happen to him because his weaknesses is already exposed that he needs his insulin shots, and without his insulin shots, we all saw him. He was about to die. He was all weak and shit. So I'm just like, okay. And then my favorite scene. I think my favorite scene throughout this entire episode was Gianna, Diamond, and Jamal. I said, why did you name him Jamal? You know how much funny shit you could come up with that? Jamal coming home from work, and he that was perfect. Who this nigga? Right here, drinking my lemon juice. Give me this motherfucker. What you doing in here? I was like, oh God. And again, this is another tidbit, fellas. If you got a female, single mom or whatever, ain't nothing wrong with that. But baby daddy's still in the picture and he like Jamal, you better get the hell out of there. I was like, damn. And then he talking to his son. He talking to Leon. He like, little weak ass little motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Comic books? That's some nerd shit. Give me this shit. What's wrong with you? Oh, I heard they was beating the shit out of you in school. You ain't doing nothing. Weak ass son. Fucking, I can't say that word, but I was like, nah. Like, yo, he was going off on him. Then you see like Diamond, big ass Diamond choking him up. He said, you do that shit again, I'll kill your ass. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Big Diamond choking him out. I was like, all right. But that shit was just funny to me. I was like, Jamal coming home from work. I was dying. I was fucking dying when I saw it. Just, oh my God. It was just so funny. But I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen now because seeing how Stacy is really on Vic. She really on Vic. She like, listen, give me Tommy, right? Stop lying to me. Give me Tommy. Give me everything, right? And I like how at the end, like, he was contemplating because he doesn't want to do it because, he does owe Tommy. I think that what could happen, this is difficult because it's really difficult because you have Vic and then you have Claudia, which we've seen in the beginning part of it where Claudia, Vic, and I guess like the lawyer, I guess they was like talking at the table, and that's when he said that, well, in Walter's will, he gave everything to Vic. He gave everything to Vic. Claudia gets nothing. So it's kind of a reminiscent of how Ghost gave, well, he gave everything, well, not everything, but he gave a majority of his money to Paz, right? And then he gave half the money to Tariq for the whole tuition thing. And, once he finishes college, then he gets his trust fund and his money, and Tasha gets nothing. So it kind of just reminded me of all of that back in the original Power, which was kind of funny, but of a reminiscent of how that whole situation happened. And Claudia was just like so devastated about everything. Like, she gets nothing. And then Vic finally tells her, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to literally pull, some guys off of you. You basically tried to have me killed. But I like how Claudia is always trying to come out swinging. This is why I said it's going to be kind of difficult for her to maybe die because she's more of a survivor as well. It's not saying Vic isn't a survivor either, but Claudia seems like she's going to come out swinging. She's going to come out really swinging. So I doubt she's going to die. I think Vic might because Vic is more exposed to danger because he's infiltrated CBI. He's basically going to be getting information to report back to Stacy because Stacy really desperately, wants Tommy. And I'm like, listen, my girl, you kind of hard up. I mean, put the nipples away. I mean, you're not going to get him. I'm sorry. You too hard up right now. So I'm like, you need to chill. You need to dial it back a bit. Because you're doing too much. So I'm just like, yo. But, man, this episode, this was Merkovich, and my favorite episode. Oh my God, that Jamal shit. That Jamal shit was kind of funny though, but I don't know, man. But yo, comment down below what you guys think of this episode, because I mean, again, this was good, and I did like the whole Holly coming back at the end and seeing Tommy and basically telling him that you can't have it all. This is why I said it makes me think of the conversation that Tommy had with Tariq, where he basically said you can't really have both. You can't be a gangster and you can't be a civilian, which is why I like how Holly came along and she basically told him that you can't have both. You can't be in a relationship and have a girlfriend, a wife, and kids, and be in this life. You can't have both. You just can't. It can't work out that way, right? And it does gonna make me wonder, like, since that conversation came about, like, I don't think like Tommy's gonna break up with Murray. That'd be suicidal at this point. I'm just thinking that maybe something could happen that could maybe either lead to their breakup, or something could just, Miguel finds out about it or whatever, and they may have to call it off. Because, I mean, she was genuinely scared and afraid that when Merkovich was murking everybody out in the streets, had this men murk them projects, she thought Tommy was part of the mayhem. But it's just like, no, Tommy been around, he been in the game for too long, and he knows how to survive, so it's not like he's gonna die or anything. I mean, he had a couple of close calls at some points, but ain't no way that he gonna be taken out like by Merkovich or whatever, because he's basically the white ghost of Chicago, so he knows how to move and stick and move to like certain places and certain events. But I mean, again, it's just gonna be like a lot of things that we're gonna have to see. And again, there's a lot of snakes. Well, it's only like really three. Well, two. Well, three. Because I mean, we don't know about Jenard. The way he was talking and moving, it does make you wonder, like, will he actually still go with the plan of maybe just stealing CBI and just going along with Shanti was saying? But I doubt it, because it seems like he didn't want to do any of that. It's just Shanti was just like, nah, man, you my king and this and that or whatever. Nah, we gonna steal this. We gonna do this and that. Yo, toughen up. So I'm like, yo, Shanti, my girl. But I mean, she says she don't back no losers, and she ain't that type of woman. So I'm just like, hey, Shanti trying to go hard, trying to kill Tommy and have Jenard take CBI. But then again, the way she talking and moving, it sounds like she wants CBI. So I'm just like, who's trying to get CBI here, right? But again, I really do think that maybe it might be Shanti and Claudia. I feel like they might be able to do something together rather than her sticking with Jenard, because I think Jenard will turn on her, and he might just be like, well, I think I could like forgive my brother and we can have like a genuine relationship. I'm not down with any of this. So again, we just gonna have to like wait and see what's gonna happen there. But like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you all in the next one.